Parang masaya, di ba?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us on such a hot, grabing init na Saturday afternoon at mas mag-iinit pa po ang inyong Sabado dahil hatid po namin ang masayang kwentuhan. Kasama natin si Jerry Ramos. Hey, Jerry.
Yes, saan ba ang camera ko, direct?
Anywhere. Go, go,
Anywhere,
go.
anywhere. Yan.
Pero naka-long sleeves.
Hindi. Siyempre, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang saya sa buwan ng Marso. Kaya tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang paghahatid natin ng mga kaganapan, maiinit na kaganapan sa mundo ng palakasan. Kaya huwag nang mag-atubili ba, relax, sit back, and fasten your belt. Riza?
Ayos. Waylon is looking good.
Yes, thanks, Riz. Alam mo naman pinadalan tayong balikbayan box.
Hindi
Thank you,
nga.
Tito Nick. Nick Diamond. Naku,
Kala ko
mga
Nick
ka-chasers,
Dimusis,
kami ang bahala. Aaliwin namin kayo, kwentuhan namin kayo. Kami bahala sa inyo, tutok lang, 2 oras, mapakwentong abroad o dito sa Pilipinas. Basta sports, kami bahala sa inyo.
Yan. We'll be joined by Garen Elorde in a while. But in the meantime, let's welcome everybody to the show. This is the Chasedown! Thank you again sa inyo pong pagtutok, lalo na sa mga nanonood sa atin via PBA Rush, those that are watching us through their mobile phones, tablets, o kung ano man yan gamit ang Signal Play app, o yung mga nakikinig sa atin via Radyo 592.3 News FM. Magandang hapon po sa inyo. Naku, mahal ng krudo
Ha?
Pataas
Mahal
ng
ba?
pataas, pero mayroon na daw
Bababa,
magaganap na pagbababa. So sana matuloy yan. Pero ang hindi bababa ay yung level ng sports activities natin. There's just so much going on, especially in the previous week. Kaya pag-usapan na natin ating mga headlines.
Okay.
Yes, unahin natin ito.
Go.
Mga ka-chasers, PSA Athlete of the Year. Yan, si Hidelin Diaz at pati yung mga ibang awardees natin during the PSA last week. Naku, mga pinarangalan natin yan.
What a very nice event that was. We'll tell you more about it later. Also, usapang volleyball tayo. Volleyball Premier Volleyball League. Nagsimula na. Tignan natin ang mga lineups both for men's and women's national team na syempre lalahok sa Southeast Asian Games.
Next, nagsimula na rin ng bakbakan sa PBA Governors Cup Playoffs. Ang mga updates mamaya.
Ay, naku.
Seryoso? Buntong hininga, oh.
Ba't malungkot ka?
Ito na lang kaya. Tignan na lang natin ang mga lineups naman. Ito, exciting to. For the men's and women's national team para sa Southeast Asian Games. At hindi pa dyan, natatapos. Meron pa tayo syempreng balita abroad. Tom Brady,
yan, oo.
binawi.
Nako.
Bakit?
Laban o bawi?
Laban.
Ang pagreretiro.
Bawi.
Oo.
Laban.
Ito ni Tom Brady. Siguro
Bawi,
na ano to,
bawi.
na pirmi sa bahay, ay mag-aalaga ng mga bata.
Nako,
Balik na nga lang ako maglaro
ganon?
ng football.
Ganon ba yun?
And of course, we're
Eto,
gonna talk about the
good
NBA.
news! Paborito namin to. Number 5 ni Kevin Garnett. Niretiro ng paborito namin ni Jerry Ramos.
Yes.
Ang Boston Celtics.
All right. And later on the show, we'll be joined by our guest. It's a very rare occasion too, but we'll get to talk to JVee Casio of Blackwater
Ganda yan.
Bossing.
Ganda yan.
Oo.
Also, makakakwentuhan po natin ulit ang 3-on-3 champions natin.
Oo naman.
The Limitless Appmasters. They just won, and we are going to chat with their winning coach, Coach Willy Wilson.
Yes.
Also, this time with Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser.
Wow.
Parang first time ko siya ma-interview.
Oo nga. Sa
Tayo, no?
Chasedown.
Sa Chasedown. Yeah.
Yes.
Last time we had Marvin Hayes, now we have Brandon, and we are of course looking forward to more people going to be interviewing in the show. Oh, speaking of Garen Elorde, katulad na nabanggit ko kanina, sa mga nag-aabang sa kanyang lakwatsa,
Naku, ang dami,
makakasama naman niya si Kianna Dy
Wow.
later on.
Sana tayo naman ang naglakwatsa niya.
Next time, palitan na yan, ha? Tayo naman, ha?
naman
Nakakarami
siya.
na yan si
Oo
Garen.
nga.
Mamaya yun. But, I say too, for myself, one of the highlights of last week was, again, the PSA Awards night,
Wow.
Waylon.
Correct. Tama ka dyan, Riza, mga ka-chasers. dahil nag-host ka nun. At nandun din tayo. Ng parangalan ng Philippine Sports Writers Association, ang ating Golden Girl, ang Athlete of the Year na si Hidilyn Diaz. Of course, siya ang ating gold medalist during the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Of course, hindi lang si Hidilyn ang pinarangalan ng PSA, led by our good friend, sports editor of Tempo, Rayla Chica. Meron tayong 38 athletes na ginawaran ng PSA, PSA ng parangal. Yan, no? Kita nyo naman.
Ayan.
Ang mga
Ako nga.
umattend dyan, of course, yung mga kaibigan nating sports. Tayo ba
Sino
yun?
ba yun?
Sports officials, kagaya ni Philippine Sports Commission Chairman William Butch Ramirez, nandiyan din si Philippine Olympic Committee President, Congressman Bambol Tolentino. Of course, bukod kay Diaz nga, nabanggit natin, 38 athletes and para-athletes ang pinarangalan ng PSA na award. Ang world champions naman na sina Yuka Saso ng golf at Carlos Yulo ng gymnastics ay tumanggap ng President's Award na iginawad ni President Ray La Chica. Ito pa, ang silver medalist ng Tokyo Olympics na sina Carlo Paalam at Nessie Petesio, gayon din si bronze medalist na si Yumir Marshall, at anim pang iba ay nakatanggap naman ng major awards. Kasama sa mga binigyan ng major awards ay sina billiards champ Carlo Biado, Paul Volter, E.J. Obiena, tennis star Alex Ayala, at mga boxing champs na sina Nonito Donaire Jr., John Riel Casimiro at Jerwin Angcahas. Naku, kung nandun kayo sa awards na yun, isa lang ang masasabi ko.
Ano?
2 words, sabi nga ni Nick the Musics na umaten. Nandun. Sabi niya,
Kasama natin.
starstruck.
Yeah.
Ba't hindi nga naman? Kasi nandun lahat yung, kumbaga, sa mundo ng sports sa Pilipinas, yung mga superstars nandun. Talagang sa isang gabi, nagdatingan. Sabi nga ni Jerry, nakasalamin siya nun Nakashades nakakasilaw dito, sabi
Nakakasilaw
niya. Kasi nandun lahat yung mga idolo natin.
That's true. The Olympians sitting next to, Nicholas' table was just a sight that I didn't even imagine seeing, in my life. Kasi imaginein mo, hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa.
Oo naman.
Ilang Olympians yung nandun,
Yes.
plus a gold medalist
Yan.
for that matter. And I think one of the highlights of that event for me was, of course, hearing Hidilyn's speech. Yung sinasabi niya na kung kinaya ko, kaya nyo rin. And the boxers also, especially our Filipino boxers, saying na talagang nung Tokyo Olympics, when Hidilyn actually won that gold medal, and she even gave that opportunity for them to touch the medal,
Yes.
to feel it, iba daw yung naramdaman nilang lakas. And it gave them that inspiration. And nakita naman natin, our boxers were one of the reasons why we really made that big impact in the recent Olympics. Ikaw, Jerry, anong highlight sa'yo for that event?
Teka, hindi dala ni Hidilyn yung...
Oo nga, hindi, no?
She didn't
Sayang.
bring
Sayang sana nadala niya. Anyway, bukod dun sa mga sinabi nga, it was good to see all of those awardees dahil if you remember, this is the first
Correct.
actual or face-to-face na PSA Awards night in 2 years. So, nakakamiss, no? Dahil yung huling PSA Awards night was March 6, 2020. And after a week, ayan na,
We
nag-lockdown
had
na yung
lockdown.
Kaya it was good to see kayo, siyempre yung mga awardees, mga sports officials natin, and siyempre mga fellow sports writers and kasama sa trabaho.
Right. And again, our continuous pasasalamat para sa mga sumuporta for that event to happen, especially our good friends from the San Miguel Corporation. Kasi talagang ever since, nakasuporta sila sa mga endeavors ng PSA. So, to all the athletes that received their awards, congratulations.
Yes.
I remember, sino ba tong atleta na nagsabi na, si Hidilyn also, sabi niya, dati pinapangarap lang niyang
Yes,
maimbitahan
umattend, no?
doon
Tama.
at makakuha ng award because
Yes.
ang nabibigyan lang dati, sabi niya, sina
Maristela
Maristela
Torres, yes,
Ngayon
yes.
siya na,
Oo.
di ba?
At pangatlo na Athlete of the Year ni Hidilyn.
Yes.
Just for the information of our viewers, gaano ba karigorous yung decision
Naku.
to actually have an although if it's Hidelin, it's a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone, it's a unanimous vote. Pero anong proseso ang dinadaanan para makapili tayo ng Athlete of the Year?
Siguro yung impact nung panalo ng isang atleta, especially
For
when
a
it
year,
comes to
dun sa-
sa taon na 'yon kasi ito for 2021 eh.
Yes,
And yung when madami tayong atleta, siguro isa na diyan yung pagkapanalo ni Yuka Saso. Pero
yes.
syempre, kung titimbangin mo yung pagkapanalo ni Yuka Saso sa LPGA, mas matimbang no-brainer, sabi mo nga. Yung gold medal ni Hidelin na 97? First in 97 years na kumbaga sumasali ang Pilipinas sa Olympics. So ganun kabigat yung gold medal niya.
So it's a vote among writers.
Yes, yung PSA may PSA board yan eh.
Nice.
So nilalatag lahat ng mga possible candidates dyan and then it will be trimmed down, no? Kung sino ang matirang matibay o yung kumbaga talagang medyo dikita ng labanan, i-divide ang house to
I see.
have the votes ng mga PSA board.
I see. And with also that being said, we want to congratulate our Filipino women athletes. Ibang klase talaga yung pinakita over the past
Correct.
year that has been. You mentioned Yuka, you mentioned Hidelin, and of course our Paralympics, even Alex Ayala, ang dami nating magagaling na kababaihan na nagpakitang gila. So again, mula po sa amin, congratulations po at sana makita-kita po ulit tayo
Congrats.
next year.
Next year, no?
Next year.
Highlight niya, sarap nung
Baka mas malaki na next year.
Sarap ng buffet. Sarap nung, hindi pala buffet. Dinner.
Nakakain ka ba?
Yes! Ako pa ba magpapahuli?
Panay nga text ni Risa, gutom na ako.
Oo nga pala.
Pero ito, mga ka-chasers, bago natin i-welcome yung ating unang guest, balikan muna natin kasi
Ano
may
ba
iniwan
yan?
tayong question last week eh. Ito, mukhang nagiging weekly na natin to na segment. Balikan natin kung ano yung top 3 moments
Top
ninyo sa UAAP. Paboritong siguro tayo, yung na-cover natin. Si Risa, nag-courtside reporter yan. Si Jerry, nag-cover yan ng UAAP nung medyo bata-bata pa siya, sports writer. Ako din, ganun, di ba? Pero meron tayong mga kaibigan, mga sumagot, mga viewers natin. Basahin mo natin. Ito, si Bem Kalikdan. Sabi niya, favorite UAP moment ko yung 2006 championship ng UST.
Ganda.
Jojo Doncil and JVee Cruz leading the Tigers to the title against a stacked Ateneo team with the likes of Chris Tew, Doug Kramer, etc.
JC Intal,
Yes, JC Intal.
JC Intal yan.
Kaya this season, go Uste! Go Uste! Go Uste! Go, 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 go! Ha? Nakita mo naman,
Si Mon Gualvez
kompleto.
nakikighosting
ba?
doon.
Oo
Mon Gualvez,
naman,
nandiyan ka,
syempre.
bigyan ka sa amin,
Proud
ha?
pumasyal.
Oh, yan.
Ayun,
Oo.
ang lakas pa
Sunod,
ng
meron
tawa.
pa tayo? Paring Jerry.
Ito si Gary Levantino.
Anong sabi ni
Sabi
Gary?
niya, yung iconic na call ni Paul Desiderio na atin to. Claim
Oo nga,
and
no?
three-pointer to beat UST. Sabi niya, grabe talaga yon. The confidence, parang angkinin yung laro at ipasok yung game winner.
Galing
Ano yan
yun.
during a huddle di ba?
Atin to.
Oo, sinabi niya na atin to yung,
Galing nun.
yung game na.
Panood, na-cover ko yun, talagang maano ka no? Yung emosyon,
Naiyak
madadala
ka.
ka eh.
Naiyak ka.
Di naman.
Hindi, akala ko
Di
naiyak
naman.
ka eh.
Konti lang. Reese, meron pa tayo.
Meron
Reese,
pa from Aaron Lopez. Ito talagang matindi. Ang sabi ni Aaron, yung pasabog ni Pasaol. Akala ko
Ano yung pasabog?
Grabe, Alvin Pasaol sa UE. Talo sila
tama.
sa DLSU noon, pero grabe, 49 points
Wow.
Oo nga.
na record against LaSalle. Defense pa. Yan, ha?
Ba,
Highlights
oo
of Alvin Pasaol. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Gary and Bem, for sending in your responses to our question.
Yeah.
Sa mga nagpadala din ng kanilang mga responses that we failed to mention on air,
yes.
maraming salamat.
Baka
Dami.
next time.
It's, you know,
Dami.
it's such a hard thing to do to actually pick a moment off from, the UAAP kasi talagang napakakulay
Yes.
kapag UAAP story yung pag-uusapan. But I love those moments. Ang daming mga quotable quotes on that moment alone eh.
Yes, correct. Tama,
Pride,
no?
puso, palaban.
Yan,
Coach
PPP.
Pido ka rin siya yan.
Pido yan.
Okay, Coach Pido yan.
Oo.
Sa ano yan, sa UST.
Tama yan. Ako, okay sa akin yung moment na yun kasi na-cover ko rin yun eh. Pero siguro kung ako
Mamalat pa yun.
tatanungin eto.
Ano?
Bibigay tayong tatlo ng moments natin dahil na-cover natin ng UAAP.
Sige.
Unahin ko na. Oh.
Sandali. Ano ba yan? Kailangan nandoon ka mismo?
Siyempre, for you to experience that moment,
sige,
kailangan
okay,
nandun ka.
okay.
Pero tama ka pare.
Di ba?
May mga moments sa UAAP na talagang tatatak sa isip natin. Yung isa na lang, yung panalo ng UP, di ba? Although hindi natin time yun, pero sa history
Ano
ng UAAP, talagang yung time nila Benji Paras,
oo
Lodi
naman.
Magsanok,
Oo.
na first title nila
Oo.
against UE. Kumbaga,
Yes.
napatid yung dominance ng UE nun eh.
Oo,
Time din ng, yung sinabi kanina ni Bem, yung UST, di ba? Na nanalo against sa
Ateneo.
Ateneo. Yung sweep ng UST.
Oh, yes.
Diba?
Oo naman.
1993, di ba?
93.
Pero wala tayo dun eh.
Elementary pa ako noon.
Ako din.
Oo.
Ako kinder ako noon.
Oo.
Kaya sa akin,
Ba,
para...
may nagre-react ka.
Matawa ka, Mon Gualvez yata ba yan?
May
O si
nagre-react?
Garrett? Sa akin, syempre, kung magbibigay ako ng top 3, ito, sa akin, 2001 Lasal.
Yan.
Kasi yun yung time na medyo nag-start ako sports writer. Na-cover ko yan, yung
Yan?
kanilang 4-peat under Coach Franz Pomaren.
Oh.
Ano yan, ano yun, yung kumbaga, nandyan yung mga time nila Ren Ritualo, nag-start yan.
galing.
Tama.
Kailan nag-start yan, 99, kay Don
Yes.
Aliado.
Yes, tama.
Nandyan yun nga, si Ren Ritualo, BJ Manalo.
Si Mike Cortez.
Mike Cortez,
Yan.
diba?
Mac Cardona.
So yan yung sa akin, isa yan. Sunod ko, sumunod
Sino pa?
yan, naku, 2002, Bakit Kanyo?
Ay, oo.
LA Tenorio-led Ateneo, grab its first title in since 1989, I guess. Ito kasi,
Tama.
panglima sana ng Lasal.
Oo.
Tinalo ng
Nako,
Ateneo yung
Ateneo pa
Lasal
tumalo,
with Coach Joel Banal.
Yan.
And yung title run ng Lasal, ng Ateneo dito, babalikan mo yung semifinals against UE.
UE, nako.
Na yan yung tira ni Jack
James.
Chia.
Oo,
Di ba?
yan.
So talagang yung title run na yan, talagang memorable para sa akin.
Umiyak si James Shop niyan eh.
Yun. Pasa. Paul Artado yan. Eto, huli ko. Yung 2008 Ateneo.
Yan.
Kasi yan yung last year ni Chris Chu. And ito rin,
Oo nga,
yung
no?
unang title ng Ateneo
Nako.
na 5 straight sila with Coach Norman Black.
Wow.
Di ba? And also, yung title na yan, second yan. Yung kumbaga sa title run, 5 sunod, pumapangalawa yan sa history ng UAP. Second to UE's
UE.
7 title dominance, di
Mahirap
ba?
na siguro yun.
Oo, yung 7. Pero ang Ateneo ngayon kasi nakakatatlo na eh.
Tatlo na, oo.
So, who knows, di ba? Kung makuha pang 4,
Apat pa.
5. Pero mahirap na, tama ka. O, ikaw naman, parin Jerry.
Ako? Si Risa muna.
Ako,
Sige,
Courtside
sige.
si Risa eh.
personal yung akin. Kasi nga, syempre, na-experience ko yung UAAP.
Andun ka talaga eh.
Right? And, you know, I had the best. I would always
1986.
say, tangi, hindi 1986, grabe ka.
Grabe naman yun.
2006?
Ilan?
Hindi.
Two-
Ano yung
Ano ka,
elementary ka? Nung ano?
2003. Ayun, marireveal na tuloy yung season
Sige
yun.
na. Sige na.
No, but imagine the first, okay, because when my first game that I covered was actually the opening day of basketball, and the Smart Araneta Coliseum was filled to the rafters. FBU was playing up against NU Bulldogs. I was
Uy.
covering for NU.
NU,
And then
tama.
nandun ako sa kabilang dulo ng court. It's just sitting there in that moment and realizing na, you know, it's a dream come true to be reporting for UAAP, which is
First
game.
mo, okay.
So, nagano ka, di ba? Siyempre, nag-ready ka. Pag upo ko doon, talagang umikot yung chan ko.
Wow.
Talagang sabi ko, I have to go to the banyo kasi talagang nasusuka ako sa
Yeah. Wow,
nervyos,
talaga?
sa saya. Halo-halo na. And then after that, okay naman yung maganda na naging laro, the reports that I was able to deliver. Pretty much paved the way, kumbaga, for my
Oo
sportscasting
nga, tama.
career.
Oo naman. Kita mo naman
Tama
si
naman,
Ma'am
ah.
Riza ngayon.
Pasang ka na ngayon.
So, kung hindi siguro naging maayos yung araw ko nung pag-report ko nung araw na yun, eh baka
Naku.
wala ako.
Hindi ka
ngayon.
nakalabas ng banyo.
Kaya nga.
Baka
wala.
nakulong ka. Nagkulong ka na sa banyo.
No, but on the level naman of being a fan, na wala man ako doon,
Yan,
talagang
sige.
napakaganda at napaka-inspiring na panoorin. I agree, the UP winning, recently, even the Senate watched it.
Oo nga.
Pero
session.
babalikan ko siguro yung moment na patuloy na pinapakita ng NU Lady Bulldogs pa din. The
maganda
complete
rin yan,
dominance.
Oo, walang talo.
I mean, isn't it the
Patakino.
longest winning streak champion-wise, kumbaga,
Tingin ko.
in Philippine basketball?
oo, tingin
I'm trying to research the number na updated Pero kung kampyonato lang ang pag-uusapan, pagkapanalo, walang makakabit ng record na yun.
96-0
Not only for the
yata yun,
UAAP, but
96-0.
also for Philippine basketball.
Oo.
So, that's my winning moment in the UAAP.
Ganda nga, no?
Oo
no,
nga.
Ganda.
Ganda yun, Patakino.
Oo.
Oo nga.
Gcash mo na yan.
Ikaw,
Kahit kape.
Jerry.
Nako, wala. Ang gaganda ng sinabi niya eh. Wala na ako tuloy akong maisip.
Oh, wala ka na.
Hindi, pero ito. Sabi nga si Risa, yung first moment niya sa UAAP. Ako rin, first coverage ko.
Oy, 19 na yan.
Huwag mo na, huwag na sabihin.
1979.
Season na na ngayon ng
Grabe ka,
UAAP.
Mong Gualvez.
Season what na ngayon ng UAAP ulit?
Hindi,
Season na ngayon ng
Aba,
UAAP?
85 ba? 80s.
Kasi nag-pandemic kaya
Oo nga,
nagkagulo-gulo sa
Kaya hindi
bilang.
na natin malala. Anyway, ito. Finals yan between LaSalle and FEU.
Teka, hulaan
Oo,
ko.
kasi nagkaroon ng controversy dyan, kaya
Wait.
very memorable
Baroka
sa akin. Hindi.
2006?
Mas throwback pa to.
Lasal,
Oo, kasi ang naglalaro nun, that time sa LaSalle, si
1997
Tony
yan.
Boy Espinosa.
1997.
Now, wag mo nang Now, si Tony Boy is assistant coach
Yeah,
ng Magnolia.
Magnolia.
It just so happened, graduate na siya, committed his fifth and final foul, pero nasa floor
Loob
pa
pa
rin
rin.
siya. Oo, so, pinoint out yun ng FEU coaching staff, so natigil yung laro. So, dapat may technical lang LaSalle, hindi nabigyan ng technical.
Naku.
And LaSalle went on to win the game and the championship, pero prinotesta ng FEU.
Ba, na-cover mo yun?
Oo, na-cover ko yun. And eto nanalo yung protesta ng FEU and yung...
Binawi.
Oo, yung
Championship.
UAAP board, na i-replay yung game.
Okay. Nung replay,
Nung na-replay, hindi nagpakita ang LaSalle. So, nasa Araneta.
Wait, you mean play again, not
Yes.
replay the video, but
No, play again.
Okay.
The whole game.
Ulitan.
Oo, the whole game. So yung Araneta Coliseum, yung half, puro FEU
FEU.
fans, yung half, walang
Empty.
tao.
Empty.
Yes.
So they stood their ground,
Yes,
kumbaga na we're
oo.
not going to play again.
Yes. Kaya,
We already won the game. Ganon.
yes, yeah. Yun ang kinocontend ng LaSalle. So,
hulaan ko, coach niyan.
Sino?
Virgil Villavicencio.
Hindi.
Mali pa rin ako.
Hindi.
Jong Uy Chico.
Hindi. Derek Pumare.
Ay,
Derek
oo.
Pumare.
So how did it end?
It ended na nanalo ang FEU.
FEU.
Oo, parang
Para
Through the award, they were awarded the championship
Yes,
by the
because
board.
of yung
Parang
technicality.
forfeiture.
Yes,
Oo.
for
I see.
feature. Parang barangay na
Hindi
laro.
sumipot.
Oo.
Ano tawag dun?
Oh, 'di ba?
Default. By
Default,
default.
yes.
Oo.
So si Johnny Abarientos, 'di ba kailangan mong i-shoot yung
Oo.
basket para 2-0. Si Johnny Abarientos.
Enamintis.
Hindi naman siguro. Sinigurado naman.
And these are just some, again, of the many, many moments in the UAAP that is, of course, making that league one of the most watched, most loved
Totoo.
in our country and even abroad, you know? So, para po matutukan po ninyo ang aksyon sa UAAP, tumutok lang dito sa Signal, One Sports Plus, dahil
Yeah.
hatid namin syempre ang aksyon ng UAAP na malapit na magsimula.
Yes, next week.
Next week. So, support your favorite teams. Mula kung whether Ateneo ba kayo, or LaSalle, or UE, FEU,
UP kong mahal.
UST,
Yan, UP.
NU,
Adamson.
Adamson, yan.
One big fight.
Oo. Pero mga ka-chasers, dahil yung next guest natin ay dating superstar din sa UAAP, who
Grabe.
played for LaSalle. Ito ngayon, yung mga nag-comment kanina, hindi natin nabasa, May chance pa kayo para basahin
Ba?
namin next week.
Okay.
Kasi ang top 3 naman natin,
Ano?
top 3 Lasal players.
Wow.
Ganda.
Madami rin yan.
Green
no?
archers, ha? Green archers, not
Animo.
volleyball.
Oo nga.
Well, tama.
Ay, ayos. So send us your answers. You could send it through the Chasedown Facebook page or pwede rin naman sa aming mga social media platforms para next week, yung mga sagot ninyo sa aming tanong ang mabasa. Again, tell us your top 3 DLSU Green Archers
yan.
players.
Yun,
Ang saya nun. Speaking of DLSU Green Archers, our guest, when we come back, actually played for Lasal.
Yes, oo. Nakover
JVee
natin yan.
Casio will be joining us soon, kaya wag po
Magdadala pa
kayong
yan.
aalis. Magbabalik po ang The
Chasedown. Go,
We'll be back.
Lasal.
What's up mga ka-chasers? Naku, welcome back sa paboritong tambayan tuwing Sabado, ang The
Chasedown.
Of course, ako, Waylon Galvez, Jerry Ramos, at the beautiful Riza Diaz. Siyempre, gaya ng pinangako namin, ready na ang ating
Ready
special
na ba? Andyan,
guest.
ha? Tingnan ko nga.
PBA Champion 2013 Commissioner's Cup, two-time PBA Sportsmanship Awardee, UAAP Champion in 2007, UAAP Finals Co-MVP in 2007, at UAAP Rookie of the Year in 2003. Of course, kaibigan natin to, JVee Casio. Yun o.
Hi,
Yun,
JVee!
JVee!
Hi Sir Waylon, hi Sir Jerry, hi Lisa.
Ay, Sir JVee. JVee, nagtatalo kami rito eh.
Yan, oo
Bakit
nga.
Yung unang-una, spelling ng JVee.
Spelling ng pangalan,
JVee
oo.
or JVE. At
Oo
bakit
nga.
JVee? May ano ba yun? Nakilala ka lang kasi namin as JVee eh.
Well, nakilala ko rin sarili ko as JVee. Hindi, binigay sa akin ng mom ko yung nickname. Actually, Joseph Evans nickname ko.
Ayun,
Then,
Joseph Evans.
I don't know. Tapos tinawag na lang ako JVee, so it stuck with it. Then the spelling of JVee daw is JVEE.
Okay.
Mas
Oo nga, no?
okay na rin para ano lang, konting uniqueness, di ba?
Oo, kakaiba.
Tama, no?
Alam mo, Riz, kasama namin to si JVee. Naku, batang-bata pa kami
Oo
noon ni Jerry.
naman. Naka-short pa kami.
20, from 2009 yata, JVee, no?
Yeah.
Until
Tama,
2011.
Gilas, Smart Gilas.
Yung original Smart Gilas Pilipinas.
Yes,
Sila nila
kilala ko si
Chris
Sir Waylon, Sir
Naku,
Jerry.
Madalas
Lagi kasama.
madalas ang bili sa Chinese restaurant, kaya Chinese tindahan. JVee, kamusta? Kamusta ang buhay-buhay?
Okay naman. Syempre, medyo early vacation kami. So just really spend time with family. Had a vacation actually. Pero siguro may mga konti pang vacation na pupuntahan.
Ba?
Vacation spots. Para lang to enjoy and to get off yung syempre mind natin from the basketball, from everything that happened. Pati para ma-refresh tayo coming back from pagbalik na ng season.
Oo,
Pwede bang sumama?
Kaya
Oo,
nga.
Kasama mo naman kami.
Pero JVee, syempre, yung first season mo to, no? With the
Blackwater.
Blackwater Bossing. Kamusta
Yes,
naman yung
first
first season
season.
mo?
Okay naman. Syempre, we hope for a better, syempre, conference with Blackwater. Pero yun nga, at least na-break namin yung streak kahit papano. It was a lot of struggle early on. We had a good, parang sabi natin, pre-conference practices. And sayang lang yung import didn't work out for the first time. Then we had injuries and nag-stoppage nung conference. Then another change of players and import. So parang nangapa lahat. Pero nakapag-adjust naman and ayun nga, nakuha rin yung panalo at the very last game.
Oo nga, congrats sa Blackwater Bossing for that victory. At least naputol yung sunod-sunod na talo.
Ang saya nun sa loob ng dugout ng Blackwater.
Parang nag-champion, nagbasaan pa eh.
Nabasa nga kami.
JVee, eto, madalas mo itong makasalubong sa kalsada ng Wuhan in 2011. Ayan, si Jerry Ramos. May tanong sa'yo.
Salamat sa paglibre
Hindi, naalala ko si JB nung umiyak si JB nung natalo tayo sa
Japan.
Sa Korea.
Korea, semifinals.
Sa Korea, oo. Ang ganda kasi ng nilaro ni JB nun. Tapos natalo tayo, lamang tayo nun, JB, di ba? Ang laki
Yes,
ng
lamang
lamang
tayo
natin.
by
Tapos,
mga last 3 minutes, 2 minutes of the ball
Yes,
game. We were still up 8 points ata, 9
parang
points.
ganun. Tapos pumutok yung isang gwardiya ng Korea.
Korea.
Anyway, that's in the past na, JB. Hindi.
Yes, pero very good experience and it helped me a lot
tama.
sa career ko.
Yan,
And I think my teammates' career also and hopeful na nag-pave way rin yun sa program ng Gilas. Kahit pa paano na at least nandoon naging competitive tayo. Actually, we really had the very good chance to be on the finish with on the podium, di ba?
Oo.
Almost with a medal. Actually, we had 2 chances pero unfortunate lang talaga yung mga nangyari. But I'm just really grateful and thankful sa experience and sa naging part ako ng Gilas.
Oo nga. Okay, JB, malipat naman tayo from Gilas. Ito, sa kupunan mo ngayon sa Blackwater, no? Tingin mo, JB, ano pa yung kailangan na ma-improve ng team para talagang makipagsabayan kayo sa mga mabibigat na kupunan ng PBA?
I think yung with the early changes, especially mid-conference, naging mahirap yung adjustment and nagkapaan I think yun yung nangyari. And hopefully this time, getting siguro maybe additional players that we need depending on what the coaches see. I think we can be very competitive. Just maybe missing couple of players lang here and there, experienced guys that knows how to win, how to play, syempre, with yung style ng PBA. Kasi I believe rin medyo young, we were a young team. And siguro itong break na to, itong off-season, it's a good chance for us to create yung chemistry, to be disciplined on what we have to do. And yung gel ng team and yung parang magkakilala talaga and maging ready sa darating na season.
Tsaka JB, nagka-injury ka rin kasi, no? During the middle ng conference, di ba?
Yes, an ankle sprain, medyo masakit yun. At early stage ng conference pa. And hindi lang naman ako, I mean, there's a lot of injuries na nangyari with the team. Joshua Toralba, Riches Cotto, actually Kelly Nabong.
Baser, si Baser, di ba?
Baser also
yes,
had an injury early on. So, madami rin talaga nangyari. Mga unfortunate things.
Okay, ito may follow-up questions pa sa'yo. Miss Riza Diaz.
Hi, JVee! Long time no see!
Hi, Riza.
Nako, nakakamiss. You know, ang dami nating pagkukwentuhan kasi full spectrum from Alaska to UAAP at
Yes.
syempre you touch on national team. Pero unahin ko muna, again, still on the PBA. You know, what kind of role, what do you bring to the table on your end for the Blackwater Bossing? Kasi alam natin, back in Alaska, you're their facilitator. In fact, sa mga hindi nakakaalam, he was team captain for the Alaska Aces for so many years. At kahit off-basketball-related stuff, JVee would be...
Kabisado mo yung
JVee
Alaska.
would be... sige, wag ko na itanong.
Hindi, sige, wala. Ikaw naman.
JVee would take
sige.
care, you know, of the team. Diba? So dito sa Blackwater, JVee, what's it like for you?
Pretty much the same din naman. Yun nga, syempre, one of the veteran player in the team. Syempre, I try to lead by example. Professionalism, I try to really show it. And ipakita especially sa mga younger guys. And yun nga, I'm very fortunate na napabilang rin ako sa Alaska, who was yung organization na yun, very professional. And I've learned, yun nga, to conduct myself professionally. And that's just what I try to bring sa Blackwater is to, yun nga, syempre being on time early, being in practice, focus on the practices, mga ganon. That's one of those things. Pero syempre, that's also yung, kailangan ko rin bring up yung pagiging, siguro, aggressiveness on my side, especially offensively. Because syempre, Blackwater with a lot of young players and Coach Ariel also has been talking to me regarding those things. So I try to really follow it and do my job kung ano man yung mga papagawa sa akin. And yung mga ganung bagay.
JVee, would you believe it, looking back, drafted number one in his draft class in 2011. Ilang taon na nakalipas, isang dekada na. Grabe, ang bilis lang ng ano.
nga, no?
Pero yung itsura niya hindi nagbago. Ganyan na siya noon. Pumasok sa PBA. But
Parang hindi to
balikan
matanda.
natin, to me, one of the highlights, and ako tumatak sa akin kung gaano kagaling yung JVee Casio, na ano din, na wala rin reaction, pero alam mo yun, nag-ooperate, was the Powerade
Yes.
run. Remember was that the final season with Powerade and then you moved to Alaska when you actually proved that David can conquer Goliath?
Yes, maganda, very good experience. I had one season with Powerade. Siguro ito yung last season nila. So, very excited to play with that team, of course, with Kuya Gary and Marcio, also my teammate in Gilas. We got Doug Kramer, Sean Anthony, young guys, a lot of young guys who are very eager to play, to show their stuff in the league. And with our boss, JV Bailon, and with Coach Bo Perasol, parang sila yung leader, sila yung parang nag-hype up sa amin, how we can compete every day in practices or especially on games. So, laking tulong talaga. And yung parang camaraderie ng team maganda, yung samahan with the leadership, syempre, of Gary and Kuya Will Antonio. So, ang ganda ng pagkasama-sama ng team. Ang naalala ko talaga nun, after practices, we go for lunch after practices just nearby sa practice venue namin. And sasama talaga lahat. So, maganda yung pagsasama. And I think that's what created yung atmosphere and yung competitiveness ng team.
Ang laking bagay talaga if, the players are getting along.
Siyempre.
It doesn't follow na you have so much talent, pero kung wala nga yung chemistry, nasasayang yung ganong klaseng firepower. Waylon, you have questions pa?
Di ba, pinag-usapan natin kanina yung Lasal days naman ni JVee.
Yan.
Di ba?
Galing yan.
Nagkaroon tayo ng top 3 moments.
Oo nga,
Kanina.
Hindi kanina. Sa UAAP. Ikaw ba, JVee?
What's your...
Sa dami nung sigurong
Nako.
moments nyo, laban sa Ateneo, yung championship nyo, eto parating ang UAAP. Ikaw ba, naalala mo yung mga time mo sa Green Archers, yung animo, kalaban nyo, one big fight, ano yung mga tumatatak sa'yo?
Ako, like what you said, Sir Waylon, ang daming memories, of course. Sa games, students, yung fans, mga nanonood, alumni. Siyempre, hindi ko makalimutan winning the championships with Lasal. I had two, pero siyempre, we all know nabawi yung isa. Pero I still feel,
Tama.
siyempre, I still feel being the champion then because from what we experienced. Pero hindi ko makalimutan siguro yung first game ko as a rookie. And, very hyped up, very excited, eager to play. And pagpasok ko, I was just running up and down, siguro a couple of possession. Then I had that chance to take a shot. And it was a parang transition. Then 3-point shot, I took it with all my heart. Talagang bigay todo. Kaso airball.
Yun lang.
Sabi na nga ba yun ang ending Pero JVee, you joined Lasal, di ba? Yes, as you're saying.
And then, yes, yun lang. Masaya lang yung airball na yun because nalabas ko yung pagod, nalabas ko yung excitement lahat. Yung nervous at saka excitement nalabas ko doon sa shot na yun. Then after that, parang okay na. I played okay naman yung game na yun.
Pero yes, JVee, you joined Lasal, pero galing ka sa NCAA as part of the San Beda Red Caps, di ba?
Oh,
Paano yung naging transition mo? And syempre, yung expectations na isa ka sa star players ng Red Caps under, the late Coach Ato Badolato. Tapos, sama ka ngayon sa sistema naman ni Coach Franz.
Well, una-una, very fortunate ako to be with Coach Ato Badolato. He gave me the confidence, the experience to lead the team and to be where I am in the high school level na ma-prepare ako for college. So when I got to Lasal, siguro swerte na rin na nakuha ko sa Lasal because I chose Lasal ka rin dahil there was 8 spots that are opening up for them. It was like a rebuilding period sa Lasal na. So if I look at it na parang I could have a chance getting into the lineup in Lasal. And of course, syempre, education-wise, we all know what Lasal can bring for my future. So, yun yung mga naging key sa akin nung kaya ko napili yung Lasal. And yun nga, sabi natin, maganda yung pinakita ng high school, pero sa college, with Coach Fran's system, hindi ganun It's parang really back to zero ka. You really have to prove yourself all over again. It's a new system. College basketball was really very different. Yung the running, the physicality, actually parang hindi ready I was really young back then. Siguro medyo isa ako talaga sa mga young guys. I was entering I was 16 years old going college. And syempre medyo mas matatanda talaga sa akin, mas ready sila yung experience-wise. Pero I have to really go that obstacles of, 20 player trying out for the team, I think 20 plus players were trying out for the team. And and makilala yung mga nandun, kilala din from the high school level. And getting on the spot, of course, on the lineup, there was D.Y. Tang, there was Mac Cardona, Joseph Yo, yung mga veterans ko nung pagpasok ko. So it's really a fight for the position, and it's not yet yung parang sigurado kung mala-line up or sigurado may playing time. No, it's not. Especially with Coach Vance, you really have to prove yourself that you can earn those time, those minutes to play in the court.
Oh, tama ka, JV. Pagka-college kasi, full court pressure defense, lalo na yung Lasal.
Lasal,
Kilala ang
kay
Lasal sa ganyan
Coach Franzen.
Pero kanina, JV, sinabi mo, napili mo yung Lasal. At eto, after all these years, may iba bang schools na kumausap sa'yo at that time na muntik ka mapunta doon?
UST siguro?
Meron ibang schools, of course, San Beda, then FU also with Coach Koy Banal, Ateneo also talk to us din. Kasi marami kami doon nung kinausap kami ng Ateneo. And
UST.
siguro UST na hindi ako kinausap Ayaw. Pero ito,
UST na naman.
nag-entrance exam ako sa UST
Yeah.
because ito rin sa
Muntik.
tinitingnan ko
Yeah.
nung time na yun. But when LaSalle recruited me, and parang immediately I really wanted to go to LaSalle. Even I don't know if I will be playing there. I mean, malaline up ba ako or hindi. Hindi ko alam. Basta parang nung na-recruit ako ay immediately parang doon na rin yung gusto ko maglaro.
Nice.
What was your major in LaSalle, JV?
Bachelor of Arts, major in Sports Studies.
So, okay, given, let's say, hindi ka naging basketball player, ano ka ngayon sa tingin mo?
Yan.
I don't know. Kasi
Pare.
ito yung naging point
Uy,
of view ko,
grabe.
from before, since high school, parang my path was in really in basketball. So, I have to involve myself in sports, yung mga kung ano man ng ano ko pwedeng maano sa sports. Pero younger days, siguro, I wanted to be an engineer before siguro ko naisip yung path na basketball. And if siguro kung hindi ako nag-click talaga nung high school ng basketball, I would have gotten on that path na, yung sa engineering path.
Engineer Casio.
Engineer.
Engineer. Engineer.
Yun, mukhang okay.
So, okay, balikan natin lang very briefly your Smart Gilas stint. From what I remember, you were ready to enter the draft, and then because of Smart Gilas, okay, service muna tayo for the country.
Yes.
We know that experience molded you, and gave you the strength that you needed to prepare for the pros. Looking into the national team now, malapit na ang World Cup. There's a constant debate. May PBA player ba dapat? Dapat pa puro college katulad nung time ninyo? What are your thoughts about the national team, and how can we actually improve the team?
My thoughts. There is the thought of yung team na parang may pool na sila na lang talaga magkakasama to be kasi kailangan talaga yung chemistry and familiarity with the system. And I think siguro ang magandang example dito is, yes, we had yung Gilas one. Maging magandang example. Maybe if we have really pushed it through to hanggang ngayon, I really believe na effective siya. Pero there's also yung time with Coach Shot that went to the world with his team. He got the players he wanted, who is familiar also with his system. Syempre, alam natin mostly that was maybe talk and text players. Mostly talk and text players. Then he got players from here and there, mga konting dagdag na lang. So, I think it clicked because yung core ng team was the talk and text team who were familiarized with each other before the 2013, 2014 playing tournaments that they had. Talk and Text was winning championships before then. The core players, yung Pag-usapan, who also I was with nung Gilas time ako that entered nung sa amin. Knowing those players, syempre, laking boost rin sa amin kahit paano. And although we wish maybe if we had them like siguro 2009, they were practicing with us na ganyan. And still the core of our team was there to begin with. And mag-join lang ang a couple of players that maybe we are lacking. I think yun yung magandang way. So sa ngayon talaga, it really boils down yung there's a core of players kung na familiar with the system, familiar with each other. Then just put a couple of guys maybe parang to fill the void, mga ganon, especially big man that can really help us in defensive sa down low.
Yeah.
Yan, yung mga naturalized player that we can get because syempre we know what we are lacking rin naman.
Yeah.
And yun lang, I think if there's a core players and a system there, okay lang yun and we can be competitive like what happened before.
Let's touch on the Alaska Aces
Yan,
bidding the PBA goodbye. After this season, they're going to play this afternoon
Yes.
against the NLEX
Road
Road
Warriors.
Warriors. Aba, napanood mo, maganda yung pinakita nila in that last game and maybe, they're really motivated. Who knows, they might extend it. But it's inevitable that, that last game will happen. The final buzzer will sound. Will you be there?
Yeah, right
And what
now.
what would your thinking be?
Ano lang, basta I hope that they really can go very far. Actually, winning championship would be very magical, di ba? Last Dance winning championship and everything. Last Dance pala, I mean.
Last dance.
Pero I know those guys. I've been with them for about 2 years. I just want them to compete and really, give it their all and show what they can give for the company. Of course, Alaska with so much history, so much tradition, culture. It's all blessings na napabilang rin ako doon. So, my support is for them, of course. And I don't know if I will be there. It could end today or maybe a few weeks or maybe they can win championship. But whatever it is, just I'm being proud and blessed to be part of that organization.
Grabe rin kasi yung ginugol mo na taon with with the Alaska Aces and walang makakatawa dun sa pinagsamahan. 'Di ba? We interviewed Sonny a couple of weeks ago and it was
Yes.
it's always that kind of feeling that they share. Family, yun yung kayo sa Alaska. Speaking of family, how is Jackie? How is Jaika? Ang laki
Oo
na,
nga.
Laki na,
JV.
oo nga.
Oo.
Ayos.
Parang
Oo.
kailan lang.
Oo.
Ang bilis. Jackie is okay. Siyempre, we just trying to spend, parang enjoying every moment with our child right now with Jaika. And right now, siyempre, with the big, early vacation kami, I'm just trying to make the most out of it. And just enjoying every moment. Both of them are really a blessing to me, very happy and inspiration, sila motivation ko, and I'm just trying to do my best for them. And thankful talaga ako sa kanila.
You're outnumbered, man. Dalawang babae yan. How does that feel? Ang gulo ba?
Yes, napagkakampihan, pero okay lang. I support them in whatever they do.
That's the way to keep it peaceful in the house. The ladies win, di ba? Well, send our best regards to your family. May gusto ka bang batiin, pasalamatan before we let you go?
Of course, syempre, to all the Blackwater fans, also PBA fans, keep supporting PBA, of course, Blackwater also. Thank you for all the support, and of course, hi sa parents ko, mom and dad, Kuya Jal, Ate AJ ko, and their families. Hello everyone. And syempre mga taga-Tandag, Pagadian rin. Sa province sa mom and dad ko. Hello po sa inyo lahat. And again, thank you. Thank you for having me here. I really enjoyed it and God bless.
Ay, teka. Hindi ko pala, sayang.
ano?
Kasi, well, wala na naman. naman, eliminated na ang Blackwater. Diba? So, tanongin na natin si JVee for
Sige.
ano lang naman to, for fun in a way. Fearless forecast for this
Wow.
Governor's Cup in the PBA. We only have a few teams remaining. Phoenix got eliminated last night. Magnolia moves on to the semifinals. Marami
Meralco.
pa pwedeng mangyari sa semis. Pero nakatapat mo na tong mga teams na to. You've seen how they play. Fearless forecast. At
Champion.
least of who's
Champion
gonna
ba?
play. Sige, in the championship. Sa
Okay,
tingin mo.
finals, sa finals.
Final 2.
Final 2.
Final 2. Wow.
at least.
Siguro number 1 still Magnolia with how they've been playing right now. Especially if they're complete. Very scary.
Bumalik pa si Calvin eh.
Oo.
Yun ang ano
Yes.
talaga dun eh.
Oo nga.
Pagulo dun kagabi.
Galit
Kaya
ka,
Nagalit si
Risa.
Risa, oh.
galit na galit nga. Very convincing wins sila with Phoenix yesterday and yun, and I think with Mike Harris leading
nga.
also them. I know him how he
Yeah.
plays, so
Oo nga.
malaki ang chance nila. And the other team could be Talk and Text or I'll say Alaska rin, of course. Alaska, Meralco, but I could be Talk and Text, Meralco, ganun. Alaska, whoever wins there, and Lex. But siguro ang may advantage sa akin ngayon is Magnolia with how they've been playing.
Right, especially if you saw the Magnolia of last night. Ano yun?
Yes.
Iba, parang na-space jam yung mga,
Grabe, oh.
yung players ng
Lakas.
Phoenix, kinuha na ng lakas, napunta lahat sa Magnolia. They're incredible. But you are incredible, JVee. Salamat ulit. We
Hi,
truly enjoyed
JVee.
talking to you. Catch you again next time, okay?
Pero,
Yes.
Riz, si JB pala yung, si Jackie is
Oh.
the cousin ng former sports writer si Tina
Tina Maralit.
Maralit. Yan.
Yes.
Oh, di ba?
Sige na, balik na sa beach. Panay-panay beach eh. Salamat,
Alright.
JVee Casio of the Blackwater Bossing. Send our love to Mrs. Casio, of course, Jackie and Jaika. Ingat kayo.
Ingat,
JB,
JVee.
thank you.
Thank you, Risa. Thank you, Sir Wilon. Thanks,
Thank you.
Sir Jerry. God
Okay.
bless.
Ingat.
Isa yun sa pinakamabait na
Oo
PBA
naman.
player.
Parang di
Parang
nagagalit.
hindi nagsasalita minsan.
Two-time
Oo nga,
sportsmanship
oo,
award.
totoo.
Kaya nung minsan natawagan siya ng technical, sabi ko, ha?
Nagulat
JVee
ka.
Casio? Technical?
Ibig sabihin, ganun siguro ka
Hindi,
tawag.
mabait kasi si JVee eh. Hindi lang yung itsura niya, pero yung, kumbaga yung manners niya, di ba? Ang bait niya.
Sabi ko sa inyo, kung hindi yan naging PBA player, parang paano yan eh?
Sabi mo pa, pare.
Papare. Sila ni Dylan Ababu.
Ayan, oo, nako.
Yung papunta na sa, yung mga
Tama.
altar boys, papunta
Oo.
na sa ano, papunta na sa
So, maging
kumbento.
engineer, ginawa mong pare.
Si Dylan Ababu, walang bukang bibig yun, kundi brother.
Shoutout kay Dylan. But thank you for JVee Casio for, again, spending so much time with us.
Yes,
Hindi
ganda.
madalas na nakakausap
JVee.
natin si
Sarap
JVee.
kausap.
He's very soft-spoken, but he was very generous in that conversation. Okay, we're going straight to PBA News. Dahil
Yes,
pag-usapan
PBA.
na natin ang mga nangyari kagabi sa PBA. So, Jerry, can you refresh our memories, update our fans?
Ano muna, throwback muna tayo from
Sige.
a week ago. Riza.
Oh, ako na naman.
Yan, hindi, Phoenix kasi won over Northport.
Oh, ganda nun.
Oo, knockout.
For the number 8 and last quarterfinals berth si Riza. Masaya si Riza nun eh. 100-198. Nandun ka rin nun eh.
Ito ba ako nun?
Okay, tama. Denial queen ka talaga.
No, but that was a very nice game played by both teams.
Oo
Let's put it
naman,
out there.
ang ganda ng laban.
Ang ganda ng laban. It was a treat for the fans,
Yes.
and you know, players made big shots when when it mattered.
Yes.
And
Including Nick DeMusis,
Oo.
yung nakahiga na siya.
nag-viral
Tinira
na
niya.
yung shot na yan. I think it's been viewed. Siguro if you put it all together from Facebook to YouTube to TikTok,
Oo nga.
maybe more than 2 million views already
Ikaw ba
online.
nagturo kay Nick no?
Alam mo,
Paano sumot ng pahiga?
ano yan? Si Bella yan. May mats kami sa bahay.
ganon.
Tapos
Nagbubuhat
pala,
ng ano
pag
siya.
tinatamad siyang makipaglaro sa anak niya, nakahiga siya. Shoot siya na shoot dun sa ring na binigay niya kay Bella. Feeling ko
Ang ganda ng ano nun, ha?
Yeah, nag-work. But sayang lang because again, from
Yes.
that win, you know, it was a different scenario that we saw from them last night.
Yes, unfortunately, naging, kumbaga, napaiksi yung ano nila no, sa quarterfinals dahil nakita natin, tinambakan sila ng Magnolia kagabi to end the season ng Phoenix. And Magnolia's number 1 seed moves on to the semifinals against the Meralco Bolts na nanalo
Ganda.
naman over the San Miguel Beermen kahapon din. No? So, parang ano to nung last Bacolor Bubble, nag-semifinals din, Magnolia versus Meralco. And tinalo ng Magnolia ang Meralco 6 games. So, ayan, buo na yung isang semifinals na pairing na yan. And then, later on, kukumpletuhin yan because maglalaro ang first game, Ginebra versus sinong kalaban ng Ginebra,
TNT.
Riza? TNT, nako na may bagong import. Oo, nagbago ng import ang TNT dahil nagkaroon ng injury si Aaron Fuller. And then, sa main game, NLEX versus Alaska. Parehong knockout games yan, no?
They were able to extend.
Yes.
The ones that were supposed to win twice were able to win once already.
Yung Alaska yan at saka Ginebra. So, kung sino ang manalo dyan, yan ang magtatapat sa other semifinals pairing na magsisimula ang semifinals on Wednesday. Hindi ko pa alam kung saan, but naririnig ko sa Mall of Asia Arena ang magiging laro.
I see.
Hindi pa confirmed pero yun ang
Could be.
naririnig natin.
Semifinals is something to look out for next week. Calvin Abueva,
Nako.
on a serious note,
Oo naman.
last night was just
Grabe.
on another level of kahusayan and kakulitan. Oo.
Sabi nga nila, masarap nakakampi.
Oo,
pero,
mahirap nakalaban.
Oo, mahirap nakalaban. And he proved that last night dahil talagang naasar sa kanya sila Matthew Wright.
Di naman.
Ha? Hindi, sa court lang naman. pero,
nag-akap
ayan,
na.
nag-akap naman after Pero talagang ibang level talaga si Calvin Abueva kagabi. Considering na he's coming off a calf injury, ilang weeks din siya nawala and pagbalik niya parang wala lang
Faulo, sabi ko sa inyo
Ayan ba yun?
Pauli.
Yan ba yung
ayan,
inaano mo, Riz?
Faulo, kita mo naman.
Sabi ni
Hello,
Calvin, wala raw
Ay, naku, sinasabi ko talaga. Hello, Sir Eric.
Andun
Papadala ko po yung picture.
Ayan, andun si Risa kasi kagabi. Nakita niya, napanood niya ng personal, kaya yan ang nirereklamo ni Risa.
No, but the energy from Magnolia last night really showed they wanted the game more and they want to win all the way to the championship. Iba yung
Tama.
level of competition na pinakita nila. And to me, again, the coaching of Coach Chito Victolero, Johnny Abarientos, Jason Webb, lahat na nandun, is brilliant. They're very well coached.
Ang medyo nakakatakot kasi dyan, na pinoint out ng Meralco is that unti-unti nang nakakabalik yung mga injured players ng ng Magnolia. Like yan, si Calvin, Gio Halalon, ang ganda rin ng nilaro kagabi. Rome De La Rosa, Ian Sanggalang. So, kumpleto na yung ng Meralco, ng Magnolia. Kaya yun ang medyo concern ni Coach Norman Black. Yes, Waylon.
Pero I think isa sa talagang ibang level din yung linalaro right now kumbaga papunta na sa yung kumbaga todohan na to Paul Lee
Oo,
consistent.
Kagabi.
Consistently
Grabe.
playing yung 25 points pa siya kagabi.
Yes, 20 points sa first up pa lang.
Di ba?
Oo.
Kumbaga yung level ni Paul Lee ngayon I don't know kung anong pang BPC, ibang klase si Paul Lee ngayon.
Speaking of best player of the conference, meron na ba tayong mga in the running yan, Jerry, by this?
Mga malalaglag yung mga nasa
Oo, yung mga
itaas
nasa taas kasi after the eliminations,
Bolick.
yes, Northport's Robert Bolick ang number 1 sa BPC Award. Followed by Matthew Wright ng Phoenix.
Eliminated.
Oo, yun ang medyo masakit dyan dahil yung stats nila mababawasan. No? Ang mga aangat dyan,
Kaya nga nasabi ko si Paul Lee, di ba?
yan, oo,
Parang nasa
Paul Lee.
number between
Mga
6 and 8
yes, mga ganun, middle pack siya.
So ngayon, nasa semifinals na ang
Magnolia.
Hotshots.
Oo.
Malamang na malamang, aangat
Yes.
ang stats ni Paul.
Oo, kasi number 5 si Arwin Santos eh.
Nawala na rin,
Nawala
di ba?
na rin.
Correct,
But
oo.
Mikey Williams is
Nandun
number
pa.
3. Oo.
Ando ba si Mikey
Oo,
Williams?
yan ang medyo-
Pero, do or die ngayon.
Yeah.
Kaya
Kaya yan, tama yan.
hindi natin masabi kung anong kalalagayan. Pero tama, if TNT advances, ang laki din ang chance ni Mikey
Mikey
Williams
Williams, no?
to win the PPC.
Tama. Si
And
Calvin
then-
Abueva kasi na-injured eh. Kaya...
Bumaba.
Oo, actually nawala na siya sa top 10.
Ah, okay.
Nawala na.
Parang ang ganda panoorin ng Magnolia TNT
Wow.
na nagkataon.
Tingin mo, finals?
Hindi just
Finals.
Mikey Williams versus Paul Lee.
Wow.
Mga ganong
Ano?
clash.
Oo nga.
Grabe. Siguro nagkandahilo yung ano nun, yung
Shoot
magko-cover
out
nun
yun.
sa kasi ng mga, hindi mo na alam kung paano may describe yung mga movies nila.
Shootout yun, no? Pero actually, yung Meralco Magnolia, parang pang-finals na rin actually yun, eh, no?
The level also of Tony Bishop
Yes, oo.
is super,
Yeah.
kumbaga, exceeding expectations and talagang ang galing niya for the Meralco Bolts. Plus, of course, the contributions of Cliff Hodge,
Yan.
Newsome,
Rock and roll!
Ay, oo.
Raymond.
Alain Maliksi.
Dalmasan.
Alain Maliksi, ang ganda ng nilalaro.
But we'll
ngayon.
see. So again, recap of the games today.
Yes, first game, Barangay Hinebra versus TNT Tropang Giga, and second game, NLEX versus Alaska.
The games are still at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. So
Yes.
if you guys want to watch it live, punta na po
Punta
kayo
na.
doon. The tickets are still on a much more affordable price.
Oo
It's
nga.
an awesome time to watch the PBA games as we are in the playoffs. But if you can't go and you just want to stay at home, manood na lang kayo syempre sa inyong mga telebisyon. We are bringing you the games live here through Signal. We are
Alas
going
4 yan,
to
ha?
take
Alas 4
a quick
start.
break. Yes. When we come back, ang ating lakwatsyero,
Naku.
kasama na natin, kaya wag
Iingitin
po
na naman
kayong
tayo.
aalis. Magbabalik po ang The
Chasedown!
We'll be back. to the Chasedown. Jaren Elordes,
Yan.
or Garen, Jaren. Garen Elordes joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Init buong week, no? Sobrang init.
Oo, pero sana magpapainit sa atin yung ramen hanggang ngayon.
Wala. Di
Iba yung challenge natin this week eh.
Ano kaya yung
Makikita
challenge ngayon ni Gar?
Mamaya malalaman natin yung challenge na yun. Pero habang nandito si Garen, kasi meron siya syempreng nakapanayam na interview na volleyball player. Very quick, maybe we could talk about the PVL.
Sino yan?
Since nandito na rin si Garen, of course, for all the volleyball fans, I know you were up on your seats, you were rejoicing because the volleyball is back.
Oo nga.
The PVL Open Conference, or the Open Conference rather, started with 9 teams, again joining the very prestigious Philippine Volleyball Professional League. The first game, nung unang araw na yon of the first conference, ito po yung mga nangyari. Nanalo po ang F2 Logistics, Cargo Movers, versus the Black Mamba Army, 3-1. So congratulations sa F2. Ito po yung unang salang ng PNVF, or the Philippine National Volleyball Federation.
Yes.
Championships, F2, or champs rather, F2 sa PVL, dahil alam natin, you know, they came from that other side of the
kabila.
spectrum, right? So, also yesterday, the Signal HD Spikers were victorious. Congratulations.
Ayos.
Bonus.
Yan.
Bonus agad.
At, di ba,
Signal,
nanalo nga sila versus, hindi lang basta, Cheritigo crossovers,
Aba.
3-1. That's a
Defending
big game.
champion
Oo
yun
naman,
eh.
Oo nga,
Exactly,
yes.
defending champions yung tinalo nila. And ang new look ng HD Spikers, aba, pinangunahan ng kanilang mainstays, na walang iba kundi si kumaring Rachel Andakis.
Oy.
Crush natin.
She finished the match with 14 points, 9 attacks, 4
Kilig na
blocks,
kilig ka,
and a service ace. Now, Petrogas Angels also defeated Balikan Water Defenders 3-1, and the Cream Line Pool Smashers defeated PLDT High Speed Hitters. Yun lang. 3-0. And again, F2 Logistics, like what we said, defeated Cheritigo. Okay,
Diba?
so PBL fans, I know you all are very happy. Kahit hindi pa nakakapanood ng live, aba, at least nakakapanood na sa TV. So again, we're inviting you all to watch the 2022 Premier Volleyball League Open Conference Sunday through Friday, live on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
Manood yan, Signal.
Oo.
Siya lang eh. Panoorin niya.
Ganda. Okay, now let's go to Garen Elordes. Si Garen meron na namang nakakwentuhan.
Sino kaya yan?
So sakto nga, PVL is back. And nakasama natin ang MVP of last season din nga sa kabilang league, si Kim Kianna Dy. So, at dito sa interview natin, may pinagawa na naman siya. Kung last week kay Denden napakasakit, ito nakakapagod ng sobra. So, ayun guys,
Buhat ng
tingnan
timba.
natin. makikita nyo.
Tignan natin. Alright,
Sige
let's
nga,
watch
sige,
this,
sige
guys. Let's go, Lakwacha!
Okay mga ka-chasers, at dahil sineselebrate pa rin natin ang International Women's Month ngayong March, kasama natin ang isa sa mga iniidolo ng marami sa larangan ng volleyball. Kasama natin si Kianna Dy. Hi Kianna, kamusta?
Hi, all good.
Coming into the league, being crowned the MVP last season for a different league, kamusta ba? May pressure ba coming into PVL this time?
Actually no pressure, but more of excited because it's our first time as a team also joining PVL. And there's a lot of new players also in the team. So that's very exciting. Ayun, more excited than pressured.
With the F2 logistics, no, it was purely Lasallian dominated before. But now you guys have injected new players coming in from different schools. Kamusta ba? How has the transition been like? And kamusta yung chemistry nyo as a team?
Ayun, I think like we were used to the core being Lasal, the whole team being Lasal. Pero eventually, hindi naman maiwasan na we get players from other teams. So, my teammates like Shola, Ate Z, Jesma, Rem, Chloe, they're very easy to, be around. And ayun, I think it's like a refreshing feeling na to be teammates with other people that you haven't been teammates with nung college din.
A lot of people are saying that you are in your topmost shape right now, na parang mas lethal ka ngayon coming into the season. So, ano yung mga ginagawa mong workouts? What are the secrets of Kianna Dy? May mga advice ba si Dwight Ramos sa'yo para mas maging elite?
Wala namang secrets. It's just you have to really work hard off season. And you have to be disciplined, especially ngayon na there's a pandemic ongoing, so you can't really just go out and be, especially that you have a tournament. So yun, I think it's all about like hard work and discipline.
Diba na-injure ka before na parang it sidelined you for a while? What pushed you to actually go back stronger and really continue playing? Bakit hindi ka na-give up? Kasi ang dami nagtataka, now that you're at this level, mas na-push mo pa yung sarili mo. And yun nga, and a lot of people are saying na ito yung mas peak mo pa.
I think like, injuries, they're not really like avoidable sa sport namin. So, doing rehab was really, you have to be patient with it because it gets really like boring and you see it. And frustrating also because like you see your teammates, playing there and then like hitting the ball, and those are the stuff that you can't do. But I think like it was also like a sign that I need to take care of my body, make it stronger. So I just used that time siguro yun to strengthen my body, and also like to promise myself that when I come back, hopefully I'd be better than my previous version.
Well, Kianna, you've been through inspiration to a lot. And syempre sa akin na rin. That's why I want to be as good as in shape as you are. So, meron ba akong pwedeng gawin? May pwede ka bang i-challenge sa akin para maabot ko yung Kianna Dy level?
Actually, ito yung drill na lagi namin ginagawa sa training. You can do suicides.
Meron bang time limit yan? May time limit?
Di naman. Maybe you can do like 10 runs balikan.
10 runs! Full court ba yan?
Full court. Basketball court. Oh.
Okay, 10. I will do that. Suicide
As fast
drills.
as you
I will
can,
do that.
Hindi jogging.
Challenge accepted, Kianna. Okay, Kianna, lastly, can we ask for a message for all your fans, pati na rin sa mga fans ng PVL?
Hi guys, please continue to support us, the FP Logistics Cargo Movers, in our very first journey in the PVL, and hopefully you guys are as excited as we are.
Thank you, Kianna. Gagawin ko na yung challenge mo.
Good
Papakita ko sa'yo.
luck! Good luck sa'yo.
Good luck ka pa.
Idol natin yan,
So
si
yun na
Kianna
nga.
Dy.
Kailangan ko talaga yung good luck ni Kianna kasi medyo nagsisi ako after.
Aba?
Panoorin na natin. Tingnan natin kung ano nangyari. Let's continue on watching this.
Garin, ha?
Okay guys, mga ka-chasers. At Kianna, may nakita na akong basketball court kung saan gagawin ko na ang challenge mo. At dahil nag-player of the game ka, tutuloy ko ang suicide drill nyo plus yung 10 wall touches para lang sa'yo. Let's go. Okay, for the last one, we're gonna go 10 touches, 10 na balikan. Sana okay pa ako pagtapos. Guys, kita nyo naman, sobrang nakakapagod yung ginawa ko. And for sure, mas nakakapagod pa yung ginagawa nila Kianna at lahat ng professional teams dyan. Pero kung kaya ko, mas kaya nyo. Kaya sabihin nyo lang kung ano pang gusto nyo makita dito sa segment natin. At kita-kits sa susunod natin, ha? Nakwatch, ha?
Pagod na pagod.
Kung kaya mo, ikaw na lang.
Mas kaya nyo, syempre, mas kaya nyo.
Ayoko nga. Ang hirap nun.
Dapat subukan natin yun, no? Tayo
Biglang
apat.
umalis
Oo
na lang si
naman,
Garen
game
sa-
ako dyan.
Para sabay-sabay.
No, but that's one of the, I think, least favorite ng mga players when they have to do suicides.
Oo,
Kasi talaga
suicide,
nakakapagod siya.
Pero,
It's a test of endurance.
That's right. Pero yun yung nakakatulong talaga within, like, sa players during the games, lalo na pag crucial na yung moments, yung endurance talaga natin. So, kailangan talaga gawin.
Right, so respect sa ating mga volleyball players or for that matter, athletes,
Yes.
basketball are also doing that. Garen, thank you so much for talking to Kianna Dy. Kung meron kayong mga gustong players, personalities, may it be basketball or volleyball na gusto niyo makasama ni Garen for Lakwacha, let us know also kung sino yung mga pwede niyo ma-interview. May mga ka na ba, teaser ng mga next ones in line.
Baka kasama natin ang isa sa mga favorite ng mga atenista, si
Uy.
Gretchen Ho.
Yun!
Kasama natin yan.
Ay,
So,
ba't parang iba yun naman yung smile ng pagkakasabi ng Gretchen? Iba.
para something to look forward to,
Mga
di ba?
volleyball players.
Tama,
Diba? Kasi
tama,
we did
tama.
din. Kianna and now Gretchen. But before we let you go, again, we want to remind everybody to catch the PVL here on a Signal. Sinabi na natin yan kanina, pero huwag niyong kakalimutan tuwing Biyernes hanggang Linggo. Mapapanood niyo po yan dito. At syempre, we want to say advance happy birthday to Garen Elorde!
Thank you!
He's celebrating his
Thank you.
birthday
Batang-bata.
tomorrow.
Tama.
Yes, that's right. Magta-22 na ako bukas, guys.
Ay, hindi nga.
Mahaba ilong mo.
Hindi nga.
Di kami naniniwala.
Happy birthday
Thank you.
and next week na yung next week na
Oo
yung
nga.
Okay.
pa-cake or whatever that we are going to share. But
Nag-lunch ako
thank you for sharing again Lakwacha with us. That's Garen Elorde. And we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, champions are joining us. Limitless App will be joining the Chasedown. Kaya wag po kayong aalis. Magbabalik po ang
The Chasedown.
Bibili ka ni Tin ng
Yes.
cake.
Cake.
Hello, Wilson.
Welcome back to the Chasedown. We're so happy that you are joining us on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm Riza Diaz. Jerry Ramos is here with us. Waylon Galvez, who's wearing the coolest shirt in the world.
no?
And we're
Meron kami
joined
yan, ha?
by our special guest. We just had an awesome conversation with JVee Casio. We spoke, or rather, Garen Elorde spoke to Kianna Dy. At ngayon, patuloy tayo sa mga kampiyon.
Oh,
sa
yan,
mga
tama.
atleta playing on the highest level. And they just bagged another championship. We'd like to call, or rather, welcome to the show, our guests. First is, of course, the head coach of Limitless Appmasters. He's no stranger as he's been in the PBA and won a championship back in 2008. And kung UAAP ang pag-uusapan, 4 na beses na nagkampiyon.
6 mo rin eh.
For the LaSalle Green
Ayan na
Archers.
naman, ha?
Coach Willy Wilson is joining us in this photo that we
Nakita
all
niya na naman yung
love.
bicep, ha?
Yes, and first
The
time.
biceps, ha? Biceps,
First time in
coach.
the show.
Yes, first
we
time
have from the Limitless Appmasters. We'll get to know him more. Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser is joining us.
Alright.
Woo. Brandon, we need the photo of you looking like Willy in that one.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Ganun.
I need a follow like that.
He's gonna have to spend a little bit more time in the weight.
Yeah.
How is everything? Congratulations, fellas.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Hold on, didn't you guys just play earlier
Yes, oo.
today? The schedule is so busy.
Yeah.
Yes. 3-0. 3-0 sila.
3-0 today.
Yeah,
3-0
3-0.
today.
3-0.
Oh, nice. Okay, it's been a very successful run for the Limitless Appmasters, but I think the highlight would be you guys going to the SEA Games. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Vietnam
Thank you.
food.
Thank you.
I was actually having, Coach Willy and I were talking about this a few weeks ago in the game. And you were, Coach Willy, then you were saying that, this is such like a big responsibility, but at the same time, it's something that you guys are ready to take on, given the kind of competition that you've had here, playing back to back. Pretty much every other day. Tell us about you're well prepared coming to the SEA Games, but the other stuff that comes with it, representing the national team.
Well, the biggest thing for me is trying to keep the players' eyes on the goal at hand, which is right now League 4. To be honest, I don't even bring up the SEA Games. The only time I bring up the SEA Games is when they piss me off and I tell them that they're not worthy to represent the country, to be honest. But aside from that, I'm just worried about Leg 4. Obviously, in the back of all our minds is the chance to represent the country in the 3x3 tournament, and that's a big honor, and we're very, very grateful. But that's still a ways away, and we're still preparing for Leg 4. Like you said, this is the best preparation for us, and every opponent that we play against is a quality opponent.
Jerry.
Yes. Hi, Coach. Hi, Brandon. And
What's up, Jerry?
Yeah. We know you've been winning one-leg titles after the other in the PBA 3x3. So how was the team keeping its winning ways with the other ball clubs changing the roster?
You want to handle that, B?
What?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like what Coach
Brandon.
said, staying in the moment, making sure that we're always improving every day, taking the coaching from Coach Willy. I mean, he's somebody that, he shows that he cares a lot, and, we all want to win, obviously, winning prize money, it's a great incentive, but, that feeling of winning, that grand finals winning, feeling, it feels really good. So I think us just staying in the moment, staying hungry and staying humble, that's been, a great recipe for us. And hopefully, we can continue with this conference as well.
Coach Willy?
Yeah, basically what Brandon said. I have a great group of guys. Again, it's not me. It's a collaborative. It's a collaborative environment that we have. I bounce ideas off of them. They bounce ideas back off of me, and then we just put everything together, including what management, what our strength and conditioning staff, and our PT, my assistant coach, Mark Marbaza. We all get together and we formulate game plans for every team. It's always different. Like you see, no team is the same that we play. And that's how we go out every single game.
Who would have thought that you guys are gonna enjoy 3-on-3 like this? You know, it's so much fun when you're bagging like 100K each in every leg, yeah?
Bawasan nyo naman yan.
The players are very, very happy with that.
I was able to catch a glimpse of practice of these guys. They even play music on the court. I don't know if that's just for warm up or if it's something to psych the players into whatsoever. But you guys are having so much fun. Is that one of the keys to winning, Brandon?
Yeah, of course. You know, you want to enjoy your work. You know, like Coach said, you know, we have a great group of guys. You know, nobody is above the team. You know, everybody's humble. You know, we work, you know, really hard together, and we keep each other accountable. You know, that's really good. So making sure that, you know, we keep that mindset. You know, it makes going to work every day really fun, and then the results come too. When winning is fun, so you know when you enjoy, you know, your work and the process, and then you get to cap it off with W's and prize money, you know, it makes, you know, everything worth it.
Riz, ano lang, Coach Matthew was teasing you last night, and he's saying you've changed a lot since you became a champion coach.
No, those guys. You know, Matt, I was with Matt. I played with Matt for about 4 years. We were teammates. Same thing with Jason and all those guys. And those guys are my brothers. Yes, I am on the coaching staff. I am an assistant coach. But those guys are my brothers. It's the same thing with the 3x3 players. Again, I was teammates with Marvin back a few years back. I was also teammates with Jorey. But these guys, these 3x3 guys, these are all my brothers. And I don't carry myself one type of way, but it is my responsibility as their coach to, kind of nurture them and show them, the direction on where we want to go as a team, because there has to be one voice still above all others, providing the direction.
Okay, Waylon, shoot the question.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations, Coach Willy.
Thank you.
Winning the title, and of course, your team being named to the Vietnam Sea Games.
Yeah.
And of course to Brandon. Hey, Brandon, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. Brandon. I saw this post, I saw this story about you, of course, now being, you now have that bragging, rights.
You read that article?
Yes,
Yeah?
the article of Jerry Ramos. Now that you're part of the national team, so you're equal footing now with your brother, Matt Rosser. So how does it feel, man?
It feels good. It's something that I've always aspired to do. Ever since seeing him play on the national team way back in, I think he played in the Jones Cup in like 2014. So that was almost 10 years ago, and that's always been a dream of mine. And like I said in the article, it's a different capacity, but it's the same. You're representing the country, and it's an honor. So hopefully one day I can be on the 5-on-5 team, but the 3-on-3 team is just as good, and I can't wait to go to Vietnam. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be a fun trip. It's going to be a fun challenge, and hopefully we can, have the success that we have here over there in Vietnam and come back with the gold.
Brandon, in a few months, it's going to be, Vietnam. But how do you feel right now? Because in 2019, we had, Boto Tua, we had CJ Perez, we had Jason Perkins, and then Chris Newsom.
Chris.
Somehow like a big shoes to fill for, do you feel the same way?
Not really. I mean, that team was really talented and they were stacked, and they were able to complete their mission of bringing back the gold. But like Coach was saying earlier, we're staying in the moment. My focus is on tomorrow. We have a game versus Inlex tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and that's what my mind is. So try not to get ahead, but know in the back of our minds that, everything we're doing today and moving forward is for May and the SEA Games. So as long as we keep that, mindset, we'll be all right. And, the things will break our way when we get out to Vietnam.
All right, B. Good luck on you, B.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Teka, tanong ko muna din si Coach Willy. Coach Willy, same question. How do you feel na, yung 2019 team, as Brandon mentioned, stock team di ba? With Mo, Chris. So,
super.
how do you feel with your team coming in with this SEA Games edition?
Well, again, basically to piggyback on what Brandon said, we're not getting too far ahead of ourselves. Una muna, hindi namin alam kung sino ang nasa lineup ng ibang teams dyan. Diba? So, parang paano kami mag-game plan sa mga kalaban. Pero if I'm comparing my lineup to, the lineup of 2019, syempre, malakas talaga yung lineup ng 2019. Established all-stars, lahat yun. Yung players namin, hindi naman sila yung parang bottle of the barrel na player. So, ito si Brandon, baka magiging #1 pick sa upcoming draft.
Yeah.
Jory Napolis, first round draft pick na rin yun. Si Marvin Hayes was also, had a long stint in the PBA. And si Raymar Caduya, very, very underrated point guard. And at the same time, that 2019 team didn't have the preparation that we have. So that's what we have going for us. So I'm just really, right now, again, we're focused on Lake 4. And moving forward, we're going to just focus on the preparations that we have. And we're going to focus on what makes us good and not what we're lacking in.
Tama si Coach Yul, yung preparation At least yung team ngayon, sanay na sanay sa 3x3 rules. Unlike nung 2019.
And the cohesion.
Yes, tama.
Yun,
Hey, B, I'm putting my money on you, B.
All right.
Bring the gold, right?
Yeah,
Bring the
bring
gold,
on.
right?
We'll try our best. We'll try our best.
Pero,
Said always bet on black.
because Coach Willy, you mentioned, sige, Jore, we tend to forget these facts about these players because in recent memory, and let me just put it out there, Jore was kind of like not as impactful in 5-on-5, diba? But the talent that he has is not as evident as we've seen. Marvin Hayes was off from the radar for a while, and then he came back. Caduya, you said, is underrated. Brandon, let's put him aside because we know what he can do, and he's highly touted. Again, like what you said, to be #1 pick. But what a turnaround for the career of these fellas, the other three, who's maybe at some point of last year was at their lowest. You are at your lowest now. You guys are about to get to the peak because when it comes to 3-on-3 basketball, we're the team to beat. The Philippines is the team to beat for that gold medal. What a turnaround.
I remember, Coach, tama, nung first leg, yung maiden leg, hindi kayo naka-qualify for the knockout stage, hindi ba? Tama ba?
Yeah, yes, tama.
Hindi
So,
sila nag-qualify,
from the bottom, again, that was 100% my fault. At the first legs of the first conference,
Yes.
I had no idea. I had no idea what I was doing as a coach. I've never played the game. I'm not making any excuses, and I just, really, really collaborated with these guys and they really pushed the team over the top. It's again. All praise should be going to the players, and there's a reason why the coach is announced last, because he's the least important part of the team, and it's really those 4 guys that are out there, including the guys that practice with these guys and help us prepare.
Brandon, anything from your brother, from your kuya? Tips, points. What has he said so far with the success that you've been having on 3-on-3?
Stay on
Mostly
3-on-3.
just staying humble. You know,
Oh, okay.
I'm an emotional player. He's somebody.
Yeah.
He knows me well, so he knows when I'm getting out of hand a little bit. Same with Coach Willy. They're able to rein me in and keep me humble and keep me grounded. So, you know, my brother, he's been really helpful with that. And then also with the national team, he let me know that it's a big deal. You know, it's not a small deal. You know, he told me it's going to come with a lot of attention. It's going to come with a lot of pressure, but just embrace it and, you know, use it to your advantage and just go out there and play hard because at the end of the day, you know, the fans and the people of the country, as long as you go out there and give your best, you know, they'll respect it, you know, win or lose. So, you know, those are things that he's told me and, you know, I've taken to heart.
Yan. Very intense to si Brandon
Yeah,
pag,
no?
pag naglalaro. Eh, no?
Grabe, no? Grabehan. Okay, while we're at it, Coach Willy would like to take advantage of this opportunity.
Hala ka, lagot, coach.
Last night's game, I need a detailed explanation
Hala
on...
ka, lagot.
Jesus. Okay, where do we start?
But
What happened?
all three of you guys were in attendance, right?
Don't need to explain, coach.
Dumaan si Kuya eh. Pero, you know, malakas talaga yung ano.
Magnolia.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, our hats off to them. They were the much better. I mean, much better team than we were last night. It just wasn't our night. We had a solid game plan, prepared for them. As coaches, we did our best preparing the team. As players, they did their best playing. So all around, wala naman sisi. Pero in the end, congratulations to Magnolia, and we just have to come back, you know, come back stronger and improve as a team.
But Coach Willy, this is pretty much a wrap for Phoenix for this season as we are looking into, of course, you know, the draft and the all Filipino,
Correct.
you know, a brand new season. What are your takeaways?
Well, if we're speaking of the draft, we're hoping that we can draft Brandon.
Yeah.
And we're not going to make him play center. So I know he's happy about that. But again, we have a growth mindset as a team, and that's from the top to the bottom. And well, I don't like saying top to the bottom, but all the way across the board, because everybody's on the same level pretty much. We have a growth mindset, and we're just all about the process and all about getting better as a team. And we're not looking too far ahead. We're just focused on what comes next, and we'll go from there.
All right, the focus now is the fourth leg of the PBA 3-on-3, and then soon enough is the Southeast Asian Games in Hanoi, Vietnam. Congratulations, fellas. You have any more people that you want to thank, you want to greet? Maybe we could start with Brandon.
I'll just say hi to my family back home. I know they're watching right now. I told them about it. So I think they stayed up a little bit and they watched. And then also my family here in La Union and my brother and my nieces. I just want to say I love them and thank you for always supporting.
Sarap, La Union, nakakamiss. Ay,
Ito, beach.
Beach.
oh.
Surf.
Yeah,
Go
now-
surfing.
Yeah, surfing.
Do you surf, Brandon? You're too big for the surfboard.
I'm too tall. I can paddle really well, but once I got to stand up on the wave, I just tip over every time.
I was about to say you're too big for the board. Not unless there's like a customized board that they make
Yeah,
for
I need
you.
a long one.
Yeah, but soon enough, I hope you also get to enjoy because I know how hard it is to
ikaw.
play pretty much back to back. But eventually, when all of this is done and hopefully on a good note, you get to enjoy the beach. Coach Willy, your shout-outs.
Okay, first and foremost, I want to just thank all the fans, all the PBA fans, PBA 3x3 fans. I want to thank the Phoenix management for the opportunity to be in this position that I'm in. I want to thank my players, Brandon, Jore, Raymar, Marvin, Mike, JP, and
JP,
Jared.
yes,
Thank you guys for working very, very hard. My family, my wife for being patient and allowing me to work and try to improve and she knows that I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And I want to thank my family back home in LA, in the province in Pangasinan. And lastly, I want to thank Brandon's interior decorator for the great job that he did decorating his place there. I mean, impeccable taste, impeccable.
Nakita
Diba?
mo din yun, Coach. We love it, B. We love it.
Congratulations!
appreciate
Send our greetings to the rest of the team. Of course, they're very, just as you both are instrumental to the success of the Limitless app, from Raymar, Joray, Mark, Mike Gamboa, and Marvin
JVee
Hayes.
Kay Sir Bugs.
And Boss Boogs.
JVee Valencion,
JP,
Yeah.
yes.
Derek Serrano,
Oh, yeah. Tama.
Sir Boogs, Sir RTZ, and yeah, we all collaborate. Thank you.
Congratulations, well deserved. There you have it, the Limitless Appmasters, Coach Willy Wilson and Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser. Coach, sorry, very quick. Jerry's confused on the spelling of your name.
Yes,
Sometimes
Coach.
it's with an E, sometimes it's a Y.
Why?
It's with a Y.
I mean, it's really because I'm William, so it's really IE, but majority of the time it's spelled with a Y. So I just it doesn't bother me, so I don't bother correcting it.
As
It's
long
fine.
as you're called Willy.
It sounds the same. It sounds the same.
Yeah.
So Willie's fine with a Y or an IE.
Ay, ina lang, Coach, para katulad ni Com Willie. Diba? Maybe you might get a bonus.
Kasi magagalit yan eh. Ayaw niya may
Kapareho.
Thank you and congratulations and best of luck. We'll catch up with you maybe before the flight to Vietnam. Yeah?
Thank you. Yeah, we love that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Coach.
Bye.
Thank you,
so
Brandon.
much.
See you
Thank you,
tomorrow.
Willy Wilson and Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser.
Yan.
Thank you. Congratulations and good luck to the Limitless app. Very quick, we have a few more topics
Ano pa ba?
to dish out. Mabilis lamang ito. Our volleyball national teams for the Southeast Asian Games, dahil pinag-usapan na rin natin yan, has been named. Yung pool natin of players have already been, of course, placed
Ayan,
out there. On your screen are the names. Notable dyan, syempre, Alyssa Valdez. At again, mula po sa ating fourth place finish back in 2019, we're wanting to do better against powerhouse teams like Thailand, na syempre nga alam natin na hindi naman ganun kadali na na talunin.
Yes.
Now, very quick, since we are kind of like running out of time, men's volleyball also, the lineup has been named. It's already out there. We have a 16-man pool, rather, for the men's volleyball team. And we'll show you the names also. Pero ilan sa mga paborito nyo mga manlalaro for men's volleyball that did spectacular in the recent SEA Games. Nandiyan pa rin syempre sina John Vic de Guzman, Rex Intal is still going to play for the national team. Mga nakausap natin, ito, kapatid ng isa sa mga pinakamatalik kong kaibigan, si Jack Kalingking is going to play for the national team. At syempre the rest of our contingent. Congratulations in being part of the pool.
Congrats. And
Also,
good luck.
we mentioned earlier in our headlines, Jerry,
Yes.
Tom Brady is back in action.
Oo, after makapagmuni-muni ni football great Tom Brady, eto, nung nakaraang Lunes nga dito, Manila time, na magbabalik siya sa paglalaro sa NFL matapos magretiro dalawang buwan pa lamang ang nakakaraan. Pinaliwanag ni Brady na pagkatapos niyang, tama ka Risa, kumonsulta sa pamilya at sa 2 buwang pag-iisip, napagtanto niya na sa football field talaga siya nararapat at hindi sa bahay.
Sabi ko sa iyo eh.
Ayaw niya.
Oo nga. Babalik si Brady bilang quarterback ng Tampa Bay Buccaneers at agad-agad na muling babalik sa playoff contention ng koponan dahil nga sa pagbabalik ni Brady. Ayan, pinapakita yung anak niya kasama niya. Noong nag-anunsyo ng pagre-retiro si Brady ay nagkaroon ng mga palaisipan sa Buccaneers kung sila ay magre-rebuild ng lineup o lalaban pa sila gamit ang tumatanda nilang roster. Yan.
sabi ko sa inyo. Napirmi yan sa bahay sa inyo, gulo dito.
Oo nga, tama. Napagtanto niya.
Ayaw mapirmis.
Oo, napagtanto
Kaya
niya.
sabi niya,
Sige na
maglalaro na lang ako.
But what a continuous gift to be able to watch Tom
Yes,
Brady.
of course, of course.
Okay.
Eto, syempre,
gift yan.
special na special. Paborito natin. Dahil sa paborito natin, biro mo, linabas ko pa to.
Yan, KG.
Special edition ng Boston Celtics. Di ba?
KG,
Kasi
Kanalayatan.
ni-retire ang number 5 jersey ni Kevin Garnett.
Yan.
Kailan lang to? Natutuwa
Oo nga
tayo
eh.
dyan. Of course, alam naman natin si Kevin Garnett, siya yung nanguna when the Boston Celtics won the NBA title in 2008. Isa sa napakagandang moment na yan, nung ni-retire yung jersey niya, umappear. Pumunta si Ray Allen.
Oo nga.
Inimbita siya ng Celtics
Finally,
organization.
no? Yeah.
And doon, tinawag siya ni Kevin Garnett at nagkamaya, nag-akap, sumama si Paul Pierce para magkaroon sila ng reunion.
Big
Ito
three.
yung yung Big Three, di ba? Ito yung first na retired na jersey ng Celtics organization after nung kay Paul Pierce na ni-retire yung 34 niya. At sabi nga ni Kevin Garnett, dito, next na to,
Yan.
Ray Allen ang sana i-retire ng Celtics. Alam naman natin na nagkaroon ng medyo samaan ng loob na yan. Tampuhan. Kaya huwag na kayo magtatampo. Sino man yan. I-ano nyo na yan, palipasin nyo na yan.
Kilala
Kaya,
ko yun,
KG, Big
oh.
Ticket, the kid, nako.
One of my favorites.
Idol yan.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Galing.
Jerry, our sports blitz.
Ito, blitz na blitz talaga to. Una, Ronald Oranza ng Navy Standard Insurance napanatili ang overall lead bago ang Baguio laps ng Ronda Pilipinas. Kasi yung Baguio ang pinaka-crucial sa mga ganyang cycling events.
Yeah.
Ano? Next, Terra Firma Team Manager Ronald Tubid. Yes, lalaro sa PBA 3x3 para sa Jeep. Kanina, naglaro na yan.
Oh, galing.
Ewan ko, mukhang sumasakit-sakit ang katawan ni Ronald ngayon. Stephen Curry ng Golden State Warriors, maaaring sa playoffs na makabalik dahil sa natamong injury kontra Celtics. So, ano ba yun? Sinadya ba o hindi?
naman. Sobra
Okay.
naman sila.
Philippine Olympic Committee sinuspindi ang Patafa at PILTA for 90 days.
What?
Yes. Anak ni Senator Manny Pacquiao na si Jimwell Pacquiao
Uy.
matagumpay sa kanyang US amateur boxing debut. Napanood natin yan, no? May mga clips na lumabas dyan.
Very quick, we want to
yan na.
say happy birthday to Coach Yengyao,
Oy, Coach Nong, Nino.
Coach
Happy
Kaloy
birthday.
Garcia.
Uy, happy birthday, Kaloy.
Happy birthday. Waylon, go
Eto,
ahead.
mabilis lang. Happy birthday. Tasha Ansus Cordero from Dan Cordero.
Uy.
And also, happy birthday to Eco Ignacio, Otep Antipolo, Jay Hoves, Dax Castillano, boss. Happy
Uy.
birthday. Angel Roman, Brian Dialong, Sir Joe Antonio.
Yan,
Happy
nako.
birthday, Bogchi.
Uy.
Jewel Asha. And also, Colas Toribio. Congressman Mikey Romero.
Uy.
Boss,
Birthday
Sir
din,
Amo.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Ang kalagay,
birthday.
no?
Ako, sa father ko in heaven, happy birthday.
Uy.
Dapat 94 years old siya ngayon.
Happy birthday,
And
Daddy.
siyempre, Sergio, isa sa mga mahal nating tao
Siyempre.
yan. Sergio, happy birthday.
Ay, isa
Alright.
lang, Riz.
Oh,
Happy anniversary kay June Mendoza sa wife niya, si Riza. And also to Pastor Ed Canlas, Lara Canlas. Happy anniversary.
Okay.
all right. That's a wrap for us. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did. In behalf of our ka-chasers, Waylon Galvez, Jerry Ramos, Garen Elorde, and of course, Abac Cordero, and the hard-working men and women off the Chasedown. Ako po si Riza Diaz. Magkita-kita po ulit tayo next week sa isa na namang edisyon ng The Chasedown. Ingat, everybody.
Happy weekend,
Stay
Lisa Wila.
Sergio, happy birthday.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.